Hunter x Hunter is one of the best anime that I've ever watched, so I'm happy that they finally made a decent game on it. If you're interested in playing the game, I have a link in the description. Also, if you're new to my channel, be sure that sub button because we're trying to 10k. We're actually really close, which is awesome. If you're not in my Discord yet, please go join. We're trying to hit 1,000 members in there. Follow me on Twitter, and let's get it. So this is the Hunter x Hunter game that I think is going to be the most anticipated Hunter x Hunter game of 2020. I can't even say that considering it's already out, but there's so much more to come. Hatsu, net abilities, and stuff like that, but let's just get right into it. So as you guys saw from the title screen, this is another game called Hunter x Story. It just came out in closed community and it has like almost 500 players, so I don't expect this game to die anytime soon. I just think it's going to last a little bit longer than most Hunter x Hunter games. There's so much to this game. Alright, let me just get right to the system. So I'm not gonna read off the beginning guide. I'm just gonna summarize everything about the game. So there are a few things I want to talk about first. So Fist EXP, you can get Fist EXP by punching the air or literally attacking players. Most likely attacking players, that's how you get more EXP. But if you press control, if you press control, you can go down, crouch like this, and that gives you sneaking EXP. Sneaking EXP, as you guys might guess, well probably not because I didn't, but if you guys press control, you can get Zetsu. Zetsu is the ability of Nen that completely relied on sneaking, so I think that's a really cool addition where like you actually have to sneak train in order to get the sneaking Nen ability. So if I just hold control like that, I'm gonna get Zetsu faster. And then if I press shift while running, this right here gives me stamina. So the more running I do, the faster I get and the more stamina I do and the more stamina I get. And then if I come to a wall over here and press G, I can actually climb on this wall, which gives me stamina. Now, I don't think that gives any Nen ability specifically, but it is really just a cool addition in general. Now, before we get further into the video, if anyone's wondering how to get into the game, I'll be linking the description. I'll be leaving a link to the game in the description, as well as a link to the game Discord. The game is actually really easy to get into. It's not difficult like games like Naruto Mighty or Naruto Omega. So if you want to get into a really easy Hunter x Hunter game, and a good one in general, like all of my friends are in the game, every single one. And as you guys can see, I have like three people on my friend list in the game right now. And it's not because they have clout or anything like that. It's just because they just got into the game. It's just a really easy game to get into. But moving on, once you get enough punch EXP, you'll unlock meditation. So if I press M now, I'll go into the avatar state and I'll just start meditating like this. And now that I'm like this, my eyes are closed and I'm meditating. If I were to press N now, probably gonna take a second. Alright, so a quick time menu appears, and the more of these that you get right, the more Nen EXP you get. That's what it's called, Nen EXP. And then the more Nen EXP you get, the closer you are to getting your Nen abilities. So in order to get your Nen abilities, you have to have one full push-up, as well as 15 minutes or more of Nen EXP. Now, I've meditated for a bit already, so I'm not worried about that. But as you guys can see, after meditating, I now have push-ups, and I'm gonna show you guys how much of a push-up I can do. I can do around half. Now, I don't think there's an actual push-up animation, so as soon as my stamina bar runs out, you guys can see about how much I can do now. And I go to around half, so that means that I haven't gotten enough strength EXP. So to get more strength EXP, or yeah, I guess I should say fist EXP, you literally have to go around punching things. Now, I'm on the very back of the map, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run, and I'm waiting for my stamina. And then what I'm doing, by the time I get back to the spawn, I'll have ran over and over again, like 2 or more bars of stamina full of just running. And this is going to passively train my speed. So the way this game is set up, it's sort of a little bit like Ken Omega but Hunter x Hunter, where the more time you put into the game of just playing around, doing strength training, stuff like that, the stronger you're gonna get. So the longer you play, the more powerful you'll get. So the only thing that this game is waiting on right now is Hatsu. As soon as this game gets Hatsu, best Hunter x Hunter game of 2020. And yeah, I do mean better than Hunter x Hunter Ultimate Finale. I do genuinely mean that. And Hunter x Hunter Ultimate Finale and this game, Hunter x Story, are two completely different games, but I still feel like this is going to be a really good Hunter x Hunter game. I'm really hyped for this. I think it has a lot of promise, but now that I'm back at the spawn, I just got to find people to box. Boxing in this game is a huge part of the game. That's why you'll just see people fighting randomly in order to get Fist EXP. Now, as you guys can see over here, these dudes are crouching for Zetsu. They're getting Sneak EXP, so they're trying to get Zetsu. But I'm just going to start boxing random people up if I can actually find someone to box. Now, I'm not gonna bother them, but oh yeah, they're talking about age, so there are 2 other things I want to talk about. Clans and age. So I don't think clans have that much of an effect on the game right now, but I'm Hasami, Freaks. So this is Gon's clan right here. I was actually going to look for one of these. It looks like all the Freaks have the same hair color, so I guess hair color is that apparently named himself Killua. Now it looks like hair color is actually tied to your clan, so you see someone with your hair color, they probably have the same clan as you. One more thing I'm talking about is age. So you can actually age in this game, and the higher your age is, the bigger you get. So it's kind of like Naruto Mighty. Now this dude, I think he might be older than me because he looks like he's slightly bigger than me, or not. But if I just start boxing people up, this is how you get strength XP. So I'm just gonna start punching people like this guy is doing right here. As you guys can see, he has aura mode. Actually, that might not be aura mode. I think that's just 10. So this dude, I think he has 10, and 10, I think it matches your eye color. Let me see what this dude's eye color is. I think it's like a greenish, but the 10 color, I think it's actually randomized on birth, so it doesn't really matter in general. It's just, the game is just really interesting. There are a lot of net abilities. And this ability right here, this red bubble that's surrounding the map, I think that, oh, what's up, Ash? But I think that this is like a glitched N, because in the show, N was like a spear, so maybe the more you train your N, the bigger it gets. And moving on to the other net abilities, there's Zetsu, there's Ten, there's N, there's Ren, there's Kyo, there's Ken, and there's Gyo. Now there's a lot of freaking net abilities in the show right now. They actually took all of the net abilities from the show, all of the basic net abilities, not Hatsu. For those that don't know, Hatsu is stuff like Gon's Jajanken, or Killua's Godspeed, or Hisoka's Bungee Gun. There's just a lot of stuff in the game in general. Now, I don't know if I talked about specialties yet. I don't think I did, but in this game, you are likely to spawn with a specialty. The specialty that I know of right now are swimming, running, and climbing. Now, I think I might have a climbing specialty. I don't think I do actually, because I am climbing kind of English. I am climbing kind of slow, but my friend who has a climbing specialty can actually climb really fast. As you guys can see here, we're all climbing at the same rate though. I'm actually gonna get off this wall because I don't have to do that anymore. But as you guys can see here, my friend Ash is a member of the Kurta clan, so he has he has those friggin' eyes. I wonder, does he have his? No, he doesn't. He doesn't have his scarlet eyes. But I assume that other members of the Kurta clan would have scarlet eyes. But overall, the game is just really fun. If you guys are interested in getting in, oh my god, this man just hit a whole barrel roll. Nah, he doesn't have the Kurta clan eyes. So maybe members of the Kurta clan don't have their eyes yet. Now, I know I said this already, but there is no Hatsu in game right now, so that means that the progress is going to be slowed a little bit because people are going to hit like normal Ren, Gen, and stuff like that, and just not have too much motivation because there isn't any Hatsu abilities yet. But they are actually working on Hatsu. We saw a tiny sneak peek of Gon's Jajanken, and I'm really hyped for it. Actually, I'll probably show like a gif on the screen right now of what it looks like, but Jajanken, oh my, I'm really hyped for this game. Like, there's a lot that they're gonna do for it, and I think that is overall just gonna become a really nice game. Now, we saw in the game, the chairman Netero yesterday, and he's just this really big bulky buff guy. So looking at that, I would have to assume that, like I said, the older you get, the bigger you get. Now, I don't know how old they would make Netero in a Hunter x Hunter game. I assume he'd be like, actually, I genuinely don't know. But they are doing an event for Crollo Silver, who is the Phantom Troop leader. Now, I don't know how the lore in this game is going to work. Like, maybe it's going to be like Naruto games where the Jinchuriki have to die. So maybe Crollo has to die for the story to progress. Or maybe Crollo can actually end up killing the chairman or somebody else. I don't know how it's going to work. But I do know that it's probably going to like the story's probably going to like mold its own path, take its own shape and form. So that's something I am really excited for. Now, I might have the climbing. Nah, I don't. I thought I had climbing specialty. But I'm probably going to be farming on this when I'm bored. Like, it's just a good game to hop on if you have nothing else to play. So, not too much else for me to say about the game. If anyone's interested in playing, like I said, I'll leave a link in the description. And I hope you enjoyed. I probably won't be able to get a video out other than this one today. Not that I usually double upload, but if I was going to, this would not be the day for me to do it, considering I really can't do too much as of today. There's been like a huge storm going around my house, so my power keeps going in and out, and I'm lucky to be even recording this video right now. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.